Alfred Adler, 1870–1937, was an Austrian medical doctor, psychotherapist, and founder of the School of Individual Psychology. Born in Vienna, he initially followed a medical path, earning his degree in medicine from the University of Vienna in 1895. Adler's early work began in ophthalmology, but he soon shifted his focus to psychiatry and neurology. He became a key figure in the development of psychoanalysis alongside Sigmund Freud, but he broke away from Freud due to fundamental disagreements over the role of sexuality and aggression in personality development. Adler is best known for introducing several key concepts that have had a lasting impact on psychology and psychotherapy. His theory of individual psychology emphasizes the uniqueness of the individual and the role of societal factors in shaping personality. He introduced the concept of the inferiority complex, suggesting that a sense of inferiority drives people to compensate and strive for superiority, which can be either constructive or destructive. Adler also emphasized the importance of childhood experiences, social interests, and community feeling in the development of a healthy personality. Throughout his life, Adler was dedicated to applying his psychological theories to education, parenting, and social reform. He advocated for equality, education that fostered social interest, and communities that supported the well-being of all members. Adler's work has influenced numerous areas of psychology, including humanistic psychology, existential therapy, and family therapy. Here are 20 famous quotes from Alfred Adler that can change your perspective on life. 1. The only normal people are the ones you don't know very well. Adler suggests that once we get to know people, we realize that everyone has their quirks and issues. This quote emphasizes the universality of imperfection and the subjective nature of normality. 2. It is easier to fight for one's principles than to live up to them. This quote highlights the challenge of consistently applying one's beliefs and values in daily life, compared to the relatively easier task of advocating for them. 3. The greater the feeling of inferiority that has been experienced, the more powerful is the urge to conquest, and the more violent the emotional agitation. Adler explains how a strong sense of inferiority can drive individuals to compensate by seeking power, success, or control, often leading to intense emotional struggles. 4. Children are educated by what the grown-up is and not by his talk. This emphasizes the importance of modeling behavior for children, suggesting that actions speak louder than words in shaping their values and behavior. 5. Trust-only movement. Life happens at the level of events, not of words. Trust movement. Adler points out the importance of actions over words, suggesting that true intentions and feelings are revealed through behavior rather than promises or statements. 6. A lie would have no sense unless the truth were felt to be dangerous. Adler suggests that lies are told to protect oneself from the perceived dangers of the truth, highlighting the defensive nature of deception. 7. There is no such thing as talent, there is pressure. By denying the innate nature of talent, Adler emphasizes the role of external pressures and internal motivation in developing skills and achieving success. 8. All problems are interpersonal relationship problems. This quote underscores Adler's belief in the social nature of psychological issues, suggesting that difficulties arise from our interactions and relationships with others. 9. Exaggerated sensitiveness is an expression of the feeling of inferiority. Adler links hypersensitivity to an underlying inferiority complex, where heightened emotional responses are a defense against perceived threats to self-esteem. 10. Meanings are not determined by situations, but we determine ourselves by the meanings we give to situations. This highlights the active role individuals play in interpreting their experiences, suggesting that our attitudes and responses shape our reality. 11. Follow your heart, but take your brain with you. Adler advises balancing emotional desires with rational thought, advocating for a harmonious approach to decision-making that includes both passion and intellect. 12. No experience is a cause of success or failure. We do not suffer from the shock of our experiences, but we make out of them just what suits our purposes. This quote emphasizes personal agency in interpreting and responding to life events, suggesting that our perspectives and choices determine their impact on us. 13. In the investigation of a neurotic style of life, we must always suspect an opponent and note who suffers most because of the patient's condition. This quote reflects Adler's approach to understanding neurosis, suggesting that interpersonal dynamics and the impact on others are key to unraveling the individual's psychological issues. 14. The task of social interest is not to eliminate struggles in life, but to give them a meaning, to find a goal for human life. Adler highlights the importance of social interest in providing a sense of purpose and direction, suggesting that struggles are part of life, but can be meaningful when aligned with broader social goals. 15. Death is really a great blessing for humanity. Without it, there could be no real progress. People who lived forever would not only hamper and discourage the young, but they would themselves lack sufficient stimulus to be creative. This quote reflects Adler's perspective on the role of mortality in driving human progress, suggesting that the awareness of death motivates creativity and renewal. 16. We cannot be fully aware of our potential unless we are willing to explore both our strengths and our weaknesses. Adler speaks to the importance of self-awareness in personal growth, emphasizing the need to acknowledge and work on both our positive and negative aspects. 17. Courage does not happen when you have all the answers. It happens when you are ready to face the questions you have been avoiding your whole life. This quote emphasizes the role of courage in personal development, highlighting the importance of confronting difficult truths and questions about oneself. 18. The only profitable conversations are with enthusiasts who have devoted their lives to one thing. This quote celebrates the depth and richness of conversations with individuals who are deeply passionate and knowledgeable about a particular subject. 19. War is not the continuation of politics with different means. It is the greatest mass crime perpetrated on the community of man. Adler condemns war as a destructive and criminal act against humanity, challenging the notion that it is a legitimate extension of political strategy. 20. Our modern states are preparing for war without even knowing the future enemy. This quote critiques the perpetual state of military preparedness and the ambiguity of potential threats, reflecting on the irrationality and wastefulness of war preparations. Thank you for watching my video on Alfred Adler. I hope you found it insightful. I'm curious, which quote resonated with you the most? Please share it in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more content like this, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Your support means a lot and helps me create more content for you. Thanks again, and see you in the next video.